Alright. We have Messiah360 spawning as the blue Greeks in the bottom side, and we have CG Cure as the red Egyptians spawning at the top side of the map. This is equal footing again, as you guys know. First map in every series. So Greek versus Egypt is the classic Age of Empires Online matchup. These were the first two civs that were released, so to most people this is the matchup, if you know what I mean. So Cure is already starting to gather wood from his first storehouses nearby trees. Now I'm not sure if that's the best idea, because most of the time you can get away with getting a wood storehouse and then going H2 and then getting Axeman out in time. But he doesn't like doing that, it appears, so now he's gonna come here and see if Messiah is gathering any wood, which he is not. He has 7 on food, but no villagers on wood yet, and that's really, this is really strange to me. I wonder what his short-term plan is with this build order. I think Cure is just as confused as me. Now, yeah, as you can see, Cure is already making a barracks, but if I were him, I wouldn't do this. I would just make a wood storehouse and go H2 and get my Axeman out fast, because Egypt does not age up from their TC like most civilizations. What they do is they build the Temple of Ra for H2, a Temple of Set for H3, and Temple of Ta for H4. So during all that time their TC can continue making villagers. As a compensation for this though, Egyptian villagers train a little slower than other civilizations. Even with the priestess empowerment, they train 1 second later than other civs villagers, which is 15 seconds. Now Messiah, I think, hasn't prepared a lot of build orders for the tournament, because these decisions are a little weird to me. No wood storehouse early. Oh, and this wood storehouse is kinda inefficient. Maybe he could have placed it here so it covers all these trees, but I think I'm making this a little too I mean, more important than it actually is. Let's see if it actually is. Cure has done a good job of finding all these stray cows and gathering them. He has already 6 cows, while Messiah has only 1, 2. And this is something you almost never see, and that is Egyptians spear rushing Greeks. What usually happens is the Greeks spear rush the Egypt player, and the Egypt player gets the Axeman to defend against that, because Egyptian spearmen aren't really the best unit you could make, because they're fairly weak, especially for their cost. Only 160 HP. That's barely more than a single villager. The thing that makes these spearmen really good is their champion upgrade. If you can see, their champion upgrade is plus 25% health, minus 100% gold cost, and minus 50% train time. So these guys essentially become Zerglings for Egypt. You can just spam them and just overrun your opponent. Now, Cure is gathering stone, so once he ages up, he's gonna be able to make his TC. I'm not sure why he's making his gold storehouse already, because he does not need the gold before he has his TC up. He has enough stone for a TC now. Let's see where he makes it. I think maybe here, yeah, or here. Yeah, that's good. I don't think this is. Yeah, this is good. Maybe he could have placed it like 1 grid to the right so it touches the berries, but this is absolutely fine. He needs to get his wood upgrade ASAP, while Messiah is like this is kind of a chaotic base to me. Like one barracks here, making it pacifist. No storehouses for these. So I guess this is Messiah's very first PvP matches. He's not really used to how to play PvP, but this is really nice by him to sign up for the tournament and play, because that's a lot of that's what a lot of experienced players refuse doing, and I really commend him. Is that even the right word? I really think this is a good action by Messiah to sign up. Let's check the chat. Okay. Yeah, and Cure has 22 villagers to the 20 of Messiah. So apparently he actually is gathering these stones for the walls. Now, this is kind of questionable, because this early I'm not sure why you need these walls. Later on they're absolutely crucial, but at this stage I'm not really sure. But let's go back to the bases of these guys. Cure is making double stables, which is good. He's gonna get all the map control, because camels are cavalry units that counter other cavalry units, and they have 11 speed, which is more than any other cavalry unit in the game. So they're like the cav that kills other cav and gives you map control at the same time. So they're really good units. Now 28 villagers for Cure, 23 for Messiah. So Messiah can still come back from his villager count deficit, but let's see if he does that. Cure is finally getting his gold upgrade and berry upgrade, which he should have done a bit earlier because he's gathering berries, but that's fine. His barracks is idle. If I were him, I would be training some axemen. Oh, there he goes. Nice. Because you need those axemen to kill the spearmen. The spearmen for Greeks do a lot of damage to cavalry, 11 DPS, and 3 bonus multiplier against cavalry, so 33 DPS against camels, and they have 30% cav armor. So these camels do how much? 15 times 0.7, that's like 10.5 DPS to spearmen, while spearmen do 33 DPS to them, and they take half the pop. So you really need these axemen to kill the spearmen, otherwise your camels are gonna die really fast. Now Messiah has enough stone for a second TC. If only he cancels these 2 Toxotes, he can make his second TC. Looking in Cure's base, he's making even more stables. So he really wants to get that camel count rising up and get full map control, which he already has, to be honest. And we have a defensive tower by Messiah coming up. So this is like, look at this base. His entire base fits in this drag box, and that's not ideal. You want to have some more map control, no matter which civ you are against, which civ you play against. Now Cure's base is built so much better, his economy is a lot better, and losing these units is not going to be good for Messiah, because his infrastructure does not let him resupply his army nearly as fast as Cure's army. Not only because he doesn't have the infrastructure, but also because Egyptian H2 units are just a lot more cheaper and spammable than the Greek ones. As you can see, it's clearly reflected in the score, because Messiah has almost half the score of Cure already 9 minutes into the game. There's another group of spearmen and Toxotes getting sneaky on the right side of the map, but at the same time all these camels running around. And this army is 6 speed, these groups of camels are 11 speed, so By the time these guys reach this base, these camels will have gotten inside the base of Messiah and out already. Now, in Messiah's defense, there's nothing here for Cure to defend against his this force of units. However, in a couple of seconds, Cure is going to be in H3 and will have access to chariot archers, and chariots will destroy this army because chariots are. Oh wait, he's not actually making chariots. He's still making camels. And once these camels come out, you will see how fast they die to the spearmen. Although these are axemen, and the axemen will also kill these spearmen really fast. Let's see how this chase goes. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at the HP on this camel. Look at it, how fast it drops. Go, go, go. Kill the camels. Toxotes run. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. 1, 2. Oh no, no, these spearmen should not be attacking the axemen. Oh boy. Oh no, this sucks. Now Messiah lost most of his army. Let's see. 50 villagers for Cure, 28 for Messiah. And I think, yeah, that this is my bad. I completely missed the raid on the bottom side of the map while that fight was going on. Let's check the chat. Okay. So Cure just has all the map to himself. Let's check his vision. Yeah, look at the map. He has vision on almost every part of the minimap, while Messiah is so much in the dark. Look at all this dark areas of the minimap that he doesn't see. I would be scared in this position. But this is kind of interesting. He's still making only spearmen and Toxotes. But this composition is made to destroy this one. Oh, but he's not seeing the fortress. Uh-oh. I think what's gonna happen is that he's gonna right click on the fortress, and then he's not gonna attack Cure's units, and then Cure's units are gonna just go ham on his army. Yeah, there you go. Camels are flanking the bowman ball, I mean the Toxotes ball. The spearmen are fighting the axemen, so this is really good positioning for Cure and really bad positioning for Messiah. Oh no, this army is gonna get crushed from this fortress attack and all these units, and yeah, I think this is the beginning of the end for Messiah. Okay, now Cure just needs to get a few elephants from his fortress and then just move in. Oh yeah, look at this LED elephant. The elephant that could. Elephants have 1,660 health, and they have 0.4 pierce armor. So good luck killing these guys with archers and towers and town centers. Yeah, this is already a lost cause. Messiah has 34 villagers to Cure 61, so almost half of him, and he's just out of resources. This is just really bad. I mean, Cure can now just right click on the enemy TC and win this, but he's taking his sweet time since this is the tournament game and you don't really want to throw games in tournaments by taking unnecessary risks. 3rd TC of Cure. He has good upgrades, so that's nice. Does he have an armory? Yes, he does. And he already got his first armory upgrade. That's very good. Egypt is different from other civs in the sense that their armor upgrades are combined, unlike other armories. Oh, and now Messiah is gonna see this massive Egyptian force and will be forced to give up on this match, because look at how fast this army is getting deleted, and look how how long it takes for these buildings to take down these elephants. Now there are 4 elephants in this army, and yeah, he can just run in and end this. The March of the Elephants, GG. Yeah, not much to say about this game. Lemmings, I mean, not Lemmings. Messiah just didn't have the best build order. Oh wait, I need to update the color in this one. Sorry. Okay. Let's see which map we're gonna have next, and the civs of each player. So I guess, yeah, there you can see this is just low villager numbers because he was on 1 TC for so long, and yeah, and this is, by the way, this is not really like fair to what happened, because this is not 42 pop of units, because all of these high pop units only count as 1. So this has to be fixed in later patches. So this should be like here. It was like 100 pop of units to the like the 30 of Messiah. So really not much to analyze about this match. Let's go back to my city. Okay, so we're gonna have Persia versus Celts on Arabia. Nice. I love this matchup on this particular map. Yeah, I updated the score. Okay, everything should be fine. How is the stream quality, by the way, guys? Do you like it? Okay. Let's get this going. Alright. So, oh boy, again with this. Sorry about that. Razor update. Okay, let me switch the scores again. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have CG Cure spawning as the red Persians in the bottom left, and we have Messiah360 as the blue Celts in the top right. This is again Arabia, as you saw on the previous series, so not much else to add to what I said about this map. It's the biggest land map, and so Persia versus Celt is interesting because early on Celts have full map control, and they can take all the gold mines on the map and deny Persia resources. But as the game progresses forward, once Persians get their big army and get lots of immortals, and in Age 4 their war wagons and things like that, it slowly becomes really hard for Celts to win. And that's the point of CVP. When you're Celts against Persia, you really need to build up that early advantage so you get to the late game before the Persian player does. So you don't really have to deal with that big late game Persian death ball. Now on Arabia, uh, hold on. On Arabia, since the map is so big, it's hard for Celts to directly attack into the Persians' base, and it buys them some time to get into that mid game and late game a little safer than what they usually would. So Messiah is still gathering from the berries, no berry upgrade, and now Kira is gonna come and see that. 11 villagers to 12. As you can see, these small differences in the builds, like not having a storehouse, is already reflected on the score because Cure gathered more resources than Messiah already. Now Cure is going H2. He has 4 villagers on stone, 4 on wood, so that's the perfect number for Arabia. Once he hits H2, he's gonna have enough resources for a second TC. Now, if I were him, I would probably place my TC here, because it will cover this stone mine, all these berries, this wood line, and also this choke point, which will be crucial later in the game. Because on this map, you will eventually run out of gold, and what you want to do is you want to build a market, or 2 markets, on the end of the plateau, and then rally all the way to your TC and get lots of gold between each trip. And these choke points are where you need to defend to keep that market line safe. Now Cure is aged up. He's over gathering stone by a little bit. He has to stop now. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, there we go. He's getting his wood upgrade already, which is really nice. Let's see where he puts his TC. Yeah, exactly where I would have placed it. So one thing that he should start working on is clearing these trees, because later in the game, if he doesn't clear those trees, if he makes a market, the caravans will come from this side, and this is really vulnerable to pressure. And here Messiah is making spearmen. He only now is going to H2. No stone gathered, so he will have a big advantage early on in terms of military, but he has to push that advantage really soon. 15 villagers to 16, but the moment his TC goes up, he will have double villager production as opposed to the of one of Messiah. Now Messiah is gathering stone after he scouted the TC of Cure, but he has to be really fast with the TC, and at the same time he needs to put pressure and not let Cure get too big of an eco lead. Now, Cure decided to open with a stable against Celts. You might think that this is kind of silly because Celts really don't have a unit that they make in age 1 or early age 2 that is good for Asabaras to kill, but Asabaras are really tough units overall, and with good micro you can even kill some spearmen, even the Celt ones, and then just run away and go home and heal yourself with a tent. And they will give you map control, because this fastest units that Celts have in H2 is 7 speed, while Asabar are 10 speed. So you have the faster unit. Another barracks by Messiah. Okay, let's see. Now this one spearman is already dead. This one will be too, because Celtic spearmen have only 150 HP, which is the same as villagers, and villagers have 30% pierced armor that spearmen don't have, so these TCs are gonna take care of them really fast. No Asabara production by Cure. He's keeping on them for a bit. Maybe he wants to go fast H3 for some mounted archers. Oh, never mind. There's the Asabara, and he's getting A10. So once this upgrade gets researched, let's check the HP of this Asabara and see how fast it goes up. There you go. He's almost full HP again. There you go. 10 health per second. So in theory, if you have 1 HP Asabara, it'll take 48 seconds for it to be basically a new Asabara for free. Third stable by Cure. Oh, he really likes those cav units, doesn't he? Messiah is still not gathering. I mean, he's still not building his second TC. I guess he's gonna make it now. These 3 villagers. Oh no, he's actually gathering from his woods. Cure is making a watch post here to make sure that Messiah is not gathering from these important resources, and they're just building up their stuff. 37 villagers to 26, already 11 villagers behind, and you don't really want that to happen to you. He's now making lots of houses. Maybe he wants to go for a fast H3 for boat raiders, because he does have the resources to do that and the infrastructure. Oh, these spearmen are so sleepy. Let's hear them yawn. Oh, little guy. Okay, back to Cure's base. He's freely gathering from these berries. Now, you don't want this to happen as the Celt player. You want to put pressure on the Persian player. Make sure he's not gathering from anywhere. But that's not what's happening here, and this is why Cure is so ahead in this game. So ahead. 36 pop ahead. Well, no. 32 pop ahead. 28 villagers to 43. 15 villagers ahead. And he's gonna be even more ahead. And he's just spending all his resources really nice and evenly, while Messiah is stockpiling a ton of resources. Now, as good as Cure's economy is, these 7 Asabars are gonna get deleted by these 13 spearmen. It's not even going to be close. Now, let's see if Cure sees this town center. He will in a second. Oh, he does! Now, all he needs to do is right click on his TC before it gets built. He has 5 seconds to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this town center is going to go up. And Cure cannot do anything about it, because, yeah, there you go. He will now see it, but it's gonna be so late. 6 more Asabaras here. These guys, 13 Asabara, but all they can do here is deny gathering time. They cannot kill this TC anymore, especially with 18 champion spearmen. 4.4 multiplier against cavalry. If Cure ever decides to engage this army, you will laugh at how fast these Asabaras will die. But Cure is just happy sitting in his base, getting his armory, making a pretty Persian base, and just making lots of Asabara. Oh, and he wisely pulls back, because you don't want to go to war with 18 champion Celtic spearmen with Asabar only. Cure is going H3 now. He should just put some guys on stone and gold and wood and get immortal camps and Asabar champion ASAP and his 30C, and then just roll in and win the game. Now Messiah is now hunting for those those Asabara. He wants to find those horse guys and kill them before they annoy him any more than they have done already. He stopped making villagers. He has 34 villagers to the 58 of Cure. Now, Asabars are 120 resources each. So each each Asabar costs the same as 3 spearmen. So one chance that Messiah has here is if he has like insanely cost efficient trades with these spearmen against all of those Asabars, because they're really all Cure has at the moment. Right now he has only Asabara against only spearmen. 24 spearmen to 16 Asabaras. These guys will do nothing against this army. But the thing is, Cure now has 3 archery ranges and the 4th one coming up. And that's a bowman every 3 seconds, so Messiah only needs to kill these. Oh, come on, pay attention! Nice. Now look at the health. Look at the health on these Asabara. Look at how fast this one is dying. Come on, kill them. No, but these bowmen. Now, Cure wisely is rallying here, so he does not want to trickle in units to die. He wants to muster up enough units to engage in one big engagement and then kill the army of Messiah. But he cannot engage this, and Messiah knows that, and he's killing the buildings in order to prevent Cure from making bowmen. Now they're attacking each other now, but I don't know. This is kind of iffy for Cure. Look at all these low Asabaras. Yeah, there you go. One shot, one shot. Right click on this one. See? Look at this one. He decides to run back home. Now, during all this time, Messiah actually went h3, and he's now making horsemen. Now, horsemen are kind of similar to camels, in the sense that they are cav units that counter cav units. But the difference between horsemen and camels, apart from the H2 and H3 thing, is that horsemen have a lot more base health than camels, and more base DPS, but less DPS against cav units, so they're more like all-around units compared to camels. 45 villagers to 70, so this is a massive villager lead for Cure. And as I was saying earlier, look at this 8 tent. All these low Asabaras are slowly getting healed back to full. So it's as if Cure never lost. As if he remade these Asabaras for free. So this is 16 HP, but in a few seconds it's gonna be full HP. And it's gonna be just like a brand spanking new unit. Let's check the chat. Okay. Messiah is now getting Woad Raiders, and that's really smart, because look at this army. Bowman, Asabara. What is here to kill those Woad Raiders? The Bowmans can do a nice job, but the Woad Raiders have incredible burst damage. And if you can get a good flank on those Bowmen, they're gonna get deleted. Because look at Woad Raiders. Oh, these guys are so sleepy. 16 DPS and 2.5 multiplier against ranged and 30% pierce armor. So, as silly as that may sound, if Messiah attacks with this army, this army is gonna get shredded. Although Cure is getting double armor here, so that's gonna help him. He's already maxed, so he should really just go in and push. What you want to do as Persia is you want to gather a good army in H2 against Celts, and then make some immortal camps, and then start raiding. He's done half of that already, and he does have the massing up part in H2 done, but he doesn't have immortal camps. But yeah, look at this. If he does not look at this army, oh my god, this is a disaster. Okay. So these Woad Raiders have a charge attack, and what that does for them is that it lets them close the gap on those bowmen incredibly fast. Now look at these bows. Look at them. Look at how fast look at this bowman ball. Boom, boom, one shot. This burst damage on the Woad Raiders is insane. All these Asabaras are gonna die to the spearmen, and these Woad Raiders are gonna take care of these bowmen. But yeah, the sheer numbers advantage for Cure. Oh boy, in theory this would have been such a bad fight for Cure, but Bowman champion, Asabara champion, all those armory upgrades. Yeah, Messiah knows he's in a big trouble here, and he's now making a fortress to help defend against this, but Cure can just take these 22 Asabaras and right click on this fort, and there's nothing in this world that can save this fortress from going up. Oh no, oh no. I mean, these Asabaras are gonna die. Oh, but these moments are... Oh man. Ripping Pepperoni, Celtic Spearman. So little HP. And yeah, this fortress is going down. And this seems to be over. Let's check it. Cure's base. He's making his markets. He's got decent upgrades. Good army upgrades too. And Messiah is all but dead here. Okay. Sorry, I had to answer someone. Okay, so Cure takes this series 2-0. Well done. I really appreciate Messiah playing in the tournament. This was his first appearance in tournaments, and I hope that's the first of many.